I want you to imagine you're a superhero, but not a clean-cut superhero like Captain America or Spider-Man. I'm talking Punisher, Moon Knight, them motherfuckers that are a little rough around the edges, Logan. That's kind of the approach that me and you gotta take, brother. We're not villains and we're not the perfect superhero. It's just a regular guy trying to do his thing. A man with a past, a man with a bit of darkness, but also a man with a mission. Someone who wants to make change, provide impact, and give value. And every superhero has a system, has a suit of armor, has a power source. Yours, it's worship. Let me explain. See, when I wake up for Fajr, the morning prayer, I'm not just checking a box. I'm not just doing my duty as a Muslim. I'm also suiting up. I'm charging up my core, like how Iron Man plugs his arc into the reactor, right? When I fast, I'm entering stealth mode. I'm shutting down distractions. I'm moving like a ghost in this dunya, in this world, in this environment. And when you open up the holy book, when you open up the Quran, it's like Professor X when he taps into Cerbero. I'm aligning my thoughts with a higher frequency. So this isn't about perfection. It's about power. God doesn't ask you to be flawless, nor does he expect it. He asks for obedience. He asks for submission. And the more you submit to something greater, the more you can lead. This is something that I've found. Like Thor being humbled by Odin, or like Batman after his exile, the real power comes after surrender, after full submission. So when you're in worship, you move differently, you react less, you're more clear, you have laser focus. So I've sinned, I've slipped, I've smoked, I've sworn, but the message I carry, it's clean, it's divine. That's why I say follow the message and not the man. Because I'm still at war. I'm still imperfect. I'm still flawed. I still battle my battles daily. My nafs, I battle that. Like Venom, the symbiote, every single day one must battle their devil and these devilish thoughts, the thing that pushes you towards desire as opposed to discipline, what we talked about in earlier protocols. If you want to unlock momentum, if you want to unlock barakah in your life, then you must tap into the holy source. You must tap in, baby. That's what worship is. It's not just religion. It's a transformation protocol. Fajr, that's your morning briefing. That's you speaking with God to set your day right. You doing wudu, this act of purification. That's you armoring up both mentally and spiritually. That's you ridding yourself of your limiting beliefs. That's you cleansing yourself from your deep, dark desires. If you want to be Iron Man, then treat your prayer mat like that cave where he built the suit. If you want to be Spider-Man, then you need to know when to turn down the volume, ignore the noise, and listen to the whispers of truth. This isn't fantasy, bro. This is your hero origin story. This is the time for you to make it count. Be the hero in your own story, bro. And it's done through worship. Worship over weakness. In fact, worship is mine and your warfare. This is how we fight. We fight the devil. At every turn, at every corner, you're going to have this desire. You're going to have this urge for comfortability. You must be solidified in your spirituality. You must align yourself on God's mission, on God's path. You must have the courage to stand up to the devil every single day and say, I will fight you. You must reject comfort. Strip yourself of the comfort, boys. Sleep on floors if you must, and cry in prostration. Regardless, I need you to go all in, and I need you to let worship be embedded and rewired into your DNA. This is your strength. This is why I'm likening the man on a godly mission to a superhero. Because you are, bro. This is deeper. This ain't something that everyone has the blessing to do. This is a blessing, and it's a burden, and it comes with great power, and with great power comes great responsibility. Don't think this burden is an easy one, but I'll tell you, it's very fulfilling and it's very rewarding. I want to recap the protocols we've covered so far and why worship is the 5th protocol. Much like there's 5 prayers and there's 5 pillars. I wanted protocol 5 to be surrounding worship. I wanted protocol 5 to be surrounding spirituality. I've been studying numerology a lot, and I think I've mentioned this in other videos and stories, but if we look at the number 3 as all that is good, God, a godly number 3. And if you look at 4 to be evil, then truly I think number 5 is one of mastery. I think 5 is the mirror, it's the reflection. And so protocol 5 is one that is actually very foundational. Protocol 1, you learn how to fast. You learn how to train this no muscle. Protocol 2, you've learned how to train the mind, how to build an inner monologue that is in line with your vision. Protocol 3 is discipline over desire. It's being able to now, with the ability to abstain, with the ability to program the mind. What are you choosing consistently? Are you living a life of discipline, or are you living a life of desire? And protocol 4 is this life in itself, the time management. How are you structuring your life? How are you looking at your time? And protocol 5 is foundational. It's to encompass everything we've learned so far and tie it down with the principle that stays true and stands the test of time. Worship. To be a slave, not to your desire, not to distractions, to be a slave of God. And the only way you can be a slave of God is if you worship full and wholeheartedly, is if you worship with zero tolerance to anything but your Creator. Don't take it from me, I'm no scholar. This is something that you must find in yourself. This is a journey of self-improvement. And along this self-development path, you must find your calling to spirituality. It's a very lonely path. It's a path of solitude. It's a path of silence. But only in the silence and only in the loneliness will you find the answer. Because you pray alone. You can pray in congregation, but you can pray alone. Late at night, when it's sad boy hours and the demons come, stop cucking out. Stop calling the boys and smoking a zoo. Stop going on the internet and wanking. Stop filling your face with junk food and distracting yourself. This is when you double down. This is when you understand that through the fire of worship, you will find the answers you seek. And the nightly prayer, tahajjud. I don't need to tell you, boys. We've all heard it. The dua made in the last third of the night is like an arrow that never misses its target. So ask God for what you truly wish, and He will give it to you. Worship is the cheat code. It's what me and you have that most of these other fuckers don't. So use it. Protocol 5. Lock it in, baby. Worship over weakness. And worship is warfare. Treat this like a daily war until you die, motherfucker. Hope you boys enjoyed. As always, the full ebook is in the description. My newsletter is also there if you want daily reflections from a winner. I hope you boys enjoyed. Comment and subscribe.